wired mouse. I've always had a wireless mouse. Never had one that was connected to the computer or laptop. Close it off on me, B. Thank you, sir.
I've never had a wireless mouse.
Oh, I love wireless mouse. I love it. Like, and then this one I brought, it's pretty sweet. It's black and gold, and then it's actually you can hook it up via Bluetooth or with the little USB 5. Yeah, fancy.
Your motherboard got Bluetooth, don't it?
It do.
Nice.
It do.
I don't think mine does. I got the cheap ass motherboard. Are you trying to buy some RAM?
I actually think I am pretty soon. You got some?
One of my people selling 16 gigs for 50.
Like one stick? Or
No, two eights.
Oh, I might have to get that up off them.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about that later.
Yo, what is going on, Bobby? This is episode 9?
Officially, episode 9. Officially.
I had to hit it with the 0.5 last week.
Man, shit been rough.
Man.
Shit been rough out here.
Yo, so what was this last week like for you, dog? Let's catch up.
Man, I worked 12 days straight.
That's tough. You got money.
Had money. Nigga, had money, nigga. Car note coming out tomorrow.
Man, you got it, nigga. You working all these double times and triple times, nigga. Yeah. Hey, I get my 42 hours a week, man. That's it.
I wish I could just do 40.
See, you wish you could just do 40 because you got all of them doubles and triple time weeks in the tuck.
It's just double.
You got them in the tuck or whatever. So you good. You know what I'm saying? All I get is my regular pay, and I get that time and a half for that 2 hours. But we got a super Saturday coming up.
So that's double, ain't it?
Nah, it's time and a half. It's time and a half if you worked 40 hours week throughout the week. Like, I'm ready to do it, but man, my knees hurt.
That hard labor, man.
Man, I miss banking sometimes.
Dog, man. Simple paper cuts back when that was a thing.
Man.
Back when that was the only thing you had to worry about.
That was it. And showing up on time and like making sure you balance. That was it.
Did you have to like actually open the bank? Like you had keys to the bank or something or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When I was a supervisor, I did. And when I was at PNC, I did. Everybody who worked at PNC had a key, I think, except... No, I think we all had a key. It was cool.
Interesting.
Yo, so Bob, what do we got on first for the docket today?
Man, so I was looking at this weird statistic.
Okay, you about to go far. Let them know where they tune into the greatest.
Oh.
And we can get into... This is my statistics. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, my bad. Y'all know I get carried away.
I thought this was gonna give us like the headline. He like, nope.
Nah, man. No. This weird statistic couple days ago about it's actually been officially 1 year since we've been in like lockdown or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually remember because at my job, we went on lockdown the week of St. Patrick's Day last year, and everybody at my job was pissed because that Friday before we got off, that Saturday before we got off, a bunch of the operators got together and they were, they had reserved a table to go out and they was okay, we go meet at this person's house and we go do this. And like this guy, he I don't want to say party heavy, but for the sake of the conversation, he party heavy. So like he was going around like getting people tokens and stuff like for the bar they was going to. And like at first it was just him. But then people heard about what was going on, so they went, hey, man, we going with you. We reserve our table with yours and, put my number in with you, stuff like that. So, like, that Monday, we got the call, like, yeah, don't come in. And for the rest of the week, we go pay you your emergency vacation or whatever, just stay at home. And so they was like, yeah, until we get further notice, we'll call you in like a week or so, but just stay at home. So we got paid. They didn't take our vacation time. We got paid our regular pay or whatever for like maybe a month. And then they was like, all right, look, hop on that unemployment. They was like, just hop on the unemployment and we would keep y'all posted.
Man, I was so sick because when that jump was happening, I was at the bank And then the banks didn't close.
Yeah.
We stopped letting people in on the inside, but we still had to go to work every day. So that means we couldn't get unemployment.
Ooh.
Which was tough, man. Which was tough.
Yeah.
If I knew what I know now, I would have filed unemployment anyway because the theater was closed.
Yeah, so you could have got that?
Yeah, and I would have still been working, nigga. Ooh, I'd have been off like a bandit.
In the pandemic,
Man.
getting money.
Boy.
Niggas in the pandemic getting money.
But
I'm so mad I wasn't swiping.
I know.
Oh, I should have been scamming.
I know, man. Like,
I should have been getting
I know.
off.
Our parents raised us right, man. What the hell?
Nigga.
And
put that fear of God in your boy. Like, man.
But yeah, we had to go to work every day. But what they did do for us though was they let us work for 2 weeks and then they gave us 2 weeks off. But for the 2 weeks off, they gave us our regular full pay.
Oh, that's straight.
Yeah, I mean that was cool, but it wasn't unemployment.
Yeah. Yeah, like with that unemployment, and then they was doing me dirty. So like like I wouldn't get a payout for like 3 weeks. And then when I actually got it, I would get like $3,600 here because they've been holding it back and not giving it to me. So like that's actually like how I got my car. And like so when I got my first check, my first big check from unemployment, when I got my first check from my job, I took that and I paid like 2 months rent. So I was ahead of my rent or whatever. Right. I was able to make sure no matter what happens, I got somewhere to stay for at least 2 months. So I took it, got the money orders or whatever. I said, look, this for this month, this for next month. Don't call me. So I left it at that. And then when those checks came in, I was like, you know what? I need, actually, before all that even happened, I was like, man, I got to make some money because I don't know where I'm going to go or I don't know what I'm going to do or whatever, our money coming from. So I just started printing up shirts, printing them up. And then, people started buying or whatever. So that gave me a little money in my pocket to pay like, light bill, stuff like that. And then after a while, that's when they called and was like, hey, we could give you a pay, yada, yada. So I took that, paid 2 months rent. And then from there, I was just hustling until, we got that unemployment. And then from there, I stacked up, like I divided it up or whatever. And I put some away. Then I put some in like groceries or whatever. And then I stacked up and got me a nice little down payment on my car.
Nice.
Yep. So
nice. I know you was waiting for that car for a while.
Nigga.
So I would hate to see it go the way of the Intrepid or the Sebring or what was it?
The Intrepid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was tough. The Intrepid was tough.
Yeah. Oh, Faithful too, man. She used to get me where I had to go.
Man.
But yeah, had to let her ride. Do you know what's the worst part about? No, the Intrepid. So the Intrepid had a 5 CD disc changer, right? I was not able to get in to get my J. Cole, Kendrick, and one more CD I brought. God. My Forest Hill Drive. My Forest Hill Drive.
Was it Man in the Year? Not Man. It was.
No, that was the Schoolboy Q album was in Mama's Car that blew up.
Yeah.
That was yeah. No. That was the Pusha T album. Yeah. That was Pusha T debut by itself. My Name Is My Name. That was in Mama Pacifica.
Yeah.
And then the Schoolboy Q, Oxymoron. That's what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was in. It was that. It was Kendrick Lamar. It was the Kid Cudi Indica. And it was a J. Cole 2014 Forest Hill Drive. All of that was in the car. And I forgot to get it out. I was so mad.
Man.
I should have sold that car for way more than I did. You know how much heat in this vehicle, boy? I need at least 1,000.
Radiator broke with that 5 disc CD changer.
Boy, it got some fire in there, boy.
Yo, but you said it's been about a year though?
Yeah, it's been about a year, man.
So how do you feel like you changed, like how do you feel like the pandemic has affected you over the past year?
Over the past year, I think that the thing I learned about myself is it's actually a good and bad thing. When my back is against the wall, I figure out something. And it's a bad thing, I say, because I've realized that I wait until everything is like super tough. And then I'm like, all right, I got to do something. Like I'm scrambling. But in the midst of scrambling, like God has blessed me to be able to figure something out.
Yeah.
Or like, or maybe I don't figure it out and he just bless me and he figure it out. I don't know, whichever one works.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is. But I've realized like with my back against the wall, I've been able to come out on a good end or whatever. But like I said, like with the shirt thing, like I actually had put up on like my Instagram, like, hey, my job just called saying that we, can't go back to work or whatever. I don't know if they're gonna pay us full or not. So I need y'all to buy these shirts or whatever. So one of the guys and where was he? Not Springfield.
Southfield?
Nah, Stewart Heights, Ohio. That's where he's from. It's one of our partner churches from my old church or whatever. He's on my Instagram and he's like, hey man, I don't really know what I can do to help, but what's your Cash App? So he sent me like $100. And so I'm like, dude, like I was super grateful for it, but I'm like, you know what? Like I have to send you something, like T-shirt, hat, whatever. I have to send you something or whatever. So I put together like a $150 package for him and shipped it out to him because I'm like, dude, like thank you, like this came out of nowhere.
Nice.
Yeah, and then people was buying shirts or whatever, support and stuff like that, and then yeah. So after that, that's when I started thinking about From there, my mom told me about the she told me about the first pop-up shop I went to. And then from it was like a couple of weeks after we actually went back to work. And I was okay, cool, I'll go to this pop-up shop or whatever and I'll make some extra money that I missed out on. So got that. And then I was just like, you know what? I got all this stuff sitting around. Let me go ahead and, try to figure out my own pop-up shop. So then that's when I came up with the black market and it just grew from there. In turn dropping shit. But yeah, that's what I figured out. Like it taught me about myself that I just, hey, when you're back against the wall, you got some stuff you can land on. And from there I flipped that energy into like every day I feel like my back is against the wall. And that's how I've been able to like grow where I am now. So, yeah, the pandemic was a gift and a curse in disguise to me, at least.
Yeah, and I think it was that way for probably most people. So, what I got from it was it actually gave me a moment, like as an adult, to not do anything. Because, I've been working since I was 16. So ever since I was 16, for some time or another, I got to go to work for a couple days a week, like 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, whatever. Sometimes even 7. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got to go to work. So with the theater being shut down, and then with the banks giving us the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, it gave me time to just be by myself and like, I don't know, in a way get to like know like my, like, no, I mean, like I know who I am.
Right.
But when you have extended idle time, you get to really know who you are. Right. And like I said, a lot of people had months and months off at a time. Like I didn't get that. And having those 2 weeks off, I don't know if I would want that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool to like not go to work, but like I feel like the fun in not going to work is being able to do other stuff. Right. So if I can't go to work and I can't do nothing else, like except sit at home and play the game, which I thoroughly enjoy. Right. But it's different. And like I said, the thing I learned about myself, but it's worse than I knew it was a thing with me, but I didn't know it was this bad. But dog, I'm fucking lazy. Like, dude, I am lazy. And like my parents always told me that. My teachers always told me that. They was like, Greg, you lazy. I'm like, me? Nah. Impossible. And then as I got older, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of lazy. But man, over those 2 weeks, I realized, over those like consecutive 2 weeks I was getting, I was like, yeah, no, I am kind of lazy because I always had these, ideas of things I wanted to do, like whether it be with music, whether it be with like movie theater memes or stuff like that, or like, one thing I did start doing, I did start working out. I
remember that.
I did start. Yeah. I went jogging and everything, so I was able to do that. But for other things, so like movie theater memes and music, because those are the two most important things to me. Out, like, you know, like in terms of like my creative side,
right?
And I'm thinking, you know what? If I had time, I would be able to do this stuff. If I had time, I had 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I did not touch that shit. Like, I had 2 weeks off. I wasn't trying to rhyme no words. I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm telling you, man. I just sat at home, played 2K with the squad, and then I would see my girl once a week or whatever. And that was it. That was it. And I learned that I was lazy. But after I started putting more of my energy into movie theater memes, and then I saw it grow. Mm-hmm. So over like that 6-month period, I think it grew by like 5,000-7,000 people.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So when I actually took the time to make the content, to do the shares, to do the boost, and do it the way that I wanted to do it, I actually saw the results. And then as I noticed I've noticed so has the page, or whatever. Because my goal was to get to 40,000. I got to 40,000 and like dead ass rested on my laurels. I have not posted too much of anything. I ain't shared nothing. I've just been there. And I think after that 40,000, I think I've only gained probably 150. You know, so. But that's pretty much what I learned for myself, is that I'm lazy, but I know that if I'm actually trying to do something and I put like effort into it, I have no doubt that I'll be successful in it if I use my time efficiently.
And so the thing that I got out of what you were saying is not only did you have like 2 weeks off, but you had 2 weeks off where you didn't have to worry about where money was coming from. No. Like you got your regular paycheck for those 2 weeks.
Yep.
And like, so there was no driving factor to get up to do anything.
No, it wasn't.
So that part I could understand, but I also understand like where you say, you know, being lazy and not wanting to do anything. Like, if I just had the time, and then you get the time, and now you like,
Yeah, but you know, and that's the thing too, because a lot of people feel like they never have time, they don't have the time, and then it's like I said, and it's just due to the way that we use our time.
Exactly.
Because I was working an 8-hour shift, and then I would come home, play the game, sleep, eat, whatever, and I never had time. Now I'm at Ford, and I'm working like 14 hours a day or whatever. Now I really don't have time.
Right.
So nigga, I thought I didn't have time. No, now I really don't have time. And but exerting that much time to something I don't want to do, like at Ford, like working, I think that drives me more than anything.
Definitely.
Because I'm telling you, working 14 hours a day or being active 14 hours a day when you rather not, you think of any way to not keep doing this shit. And like I said, I was talking to your girl earlier, and I was telling her, I got this idea for my movie theater memes page. This is what I want to do. I got this idea. I got some concepts. I'm gonna run them. I'm gonna see how they go. Cause I had some other ideas, but they were kind of more like grandiose. They were kind of out there. But these are super simple. I can do these in a night. If I put my mind to it, I can do these in a night or whatever. But I can do it, put it out, get the feedback, see how it's received. If it's received well, I'm off and I'm running. Because like I said, we got 40,000. I can get some shares, some likes, some comments going. And if I make it at least 3 minutes, I can get the ads. So I want to make them around 5 minutes long. Get the ads or whatever. Man, because my knees hurt, dog. Like, they hurt.
Body just shutting down.
Dog.
Yeah. See, that's crazy, because like I feel the same way. Whenever the management, supervisor, the company in general piss me off, I get so much work done when I get home at night. Like I come up with like Like I sit up and I'll print 20 hoodies.
Yeah.
When I get home from like, I am not going back to that job tomorrow. I refuse to go back tomorrow.
Yeah,
but then I wake up
and to take it.
right, and then I get my ass up and go. But like I get so much. Like once I get pissed, I'll be like, dog, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like and like that's actually how I've been after they've been forcing us to work all this time. Because if you remember, not only did I work this 12 hour or these 12 days straight, like 2 weeks ago, I did 10 hours a day for like 8 days straight. Yeah, and then double time on top of that. No, I'm sorry, not 10, 12 hours a day. Because I work at 8. So I have to do half of somebody else's schedule. Deal with their team, and then go deal with my team for like, it was more than 8 days. It was like 10 days.
See, I mean, while I have the sympathy for your time, bro, I don't have the sympathy for your wallet, bro. I don't.
I don't see any. I actually don't see any of the money. I'm not gonna lie to you, like because I rinse and repeat my business money so much, I don't really see any of the money other than like recently. Because I've stopped spending so much money on the business.
First off, fuck what you talking about, nigga. Because nigga, I refuse to believe that anybody who works 80 hours in a week or 70 hours in a week or whatever, nigga, 30 hours at time and a half. Even if you didn't get double, time and a half plus the 40 that you already had, niggas don't want to hear shit. Nigga, don't fucking talk to me about it. Woe is me ass nigga. Like, nah, nigga.
Yeah, I don't want to be doing this shit, yo.
I'm saying, look, though, if you gonna make me do some bullshit, I'd rather do the bullshit to the max, at least like you. So you say I'm about to do some bullshit for 70 hours, but I'm gonna be paid. Whether you got bills or expenses or whatever, okay, that's whatever, but nigga, I gotta do bullshit too, and I'm on the line, unlike you, so I'm working hard. I'm working harder for less, nigga. This shit is dumb, nigga, bro. I've always thought the corporate ladder was the way corporate ladders work is fucking tragic. So it's like, yo, come into this business, come into work for this company. We're gonna pay you the least out of anybody here,
but you're gonna do the most.
You're gonna do the most work. And if we like you enough, and your performance is good, and none of our like family or friends wants an upper position, then we'll give it to you.
Then we might give it to you.
then we might give it to you. And then the higher up you go, the more you get paid, and the less you do.
Yep.
And see, man, and that's why them niggas on LLC Twitter be going crazy.
Man, look. Please do not listen to LLC Twitter. Please do not listen to LLC Twitter, all right? Please don't. That is the worst. LLC Twitter is the worst place you can go for business. Even LLC Facebook, LLC Instagram.
LLC.com.
Yes, do not listen to them. They can lead you on the wrong path.
So I just beef on LLC Twitters for the Dr. Umar memes. You know, that's what I'm there for. Like, nigga, take your $1,400, buy an LLC, some land, and some stock in Popeyes. Like, nigga, like that's what I'm there for.
It's really funny. I don't even consider myself an entrepreneur, like, because I still work a regular job. I'm just hustling right now. You know, moving these hoodies, moving these shirts, just hustling. Until the day I quit my job to lean on my business 100%, that's when I'll consider myself an entrepreneur.
Nigga, you've done that, though.
I haven't. Yeah, but I got in a position where I was like, okay, you know what? It ain't working right now. I got to get a job. So now I'm back working like a regular person. I'm just hustling on the side until I get back into that position. That hurt it. But yeah, like, don't listen to LLC Twitter, please. Like, the stimulus checks, like, this is why I say that. Like, first off, an LLC doesn't grant you much, honestly. The most it does is it separates you from the business. So if anything happens, if you sell bad product, or, you know, somebody wants to sue the company, they can't attack your personal stuff.
Right. LLC, for y'all that don't know, stands for Limited Liability Company.
Yes, that's what it is. So and then even there, if you don't set up your corporate veil properly, anybody can pierce the corporate veil. Like, look up that term, piercing the corporate veil, or looking behind the corporate veil. Like, you don't want that to happen. So And then if you listen to LLC Twitter, they're going to get you locked up on some tax fraud, some kind of crazy shit. Like all of this, just pay everything off with this card and move this way. They not telling you all the details. Everybody makes it seem so easy when it's not that easy. My biggest issue I have with this is I've seen lately with this whole, don't get me wrong, I love the push for more black businesses. I love it. I love the push for it. But my issue is I see people shitting on other people about not having a business. And my thing is like the famous J. Cole line, if my album flop, we both got to get a job at the post office. All right? Mama, don't quit your job. Because if this album flop, we both got to get a job at the post office. So like I will never shit on my friends who don't have ambitions to start a business, who don't want to start a business, because this shit not for everybody. Like
it's not. And then some people will say stuff like, man, I can't work for nobody else, or this 9-to-5 stuff ain't for me. But then they're also not good. They wouldn't make a good business owner either
at all.
Bro, I mean, some people just, I don't know. Every person has their value, but some people just carry more value in terms of work than others.
Nigga, oh my God.
So I mean, like I had this one chick I used to date. She's been like a stay-at-home wife for like 3 or 4 years. Like her and
nothing is wrong with being a stay-at-home wife.
Yeah, no, nothing's wrong with that. But I know she used to work other jobs. She said how she hated it or whatever, and then she got with her girlfriend. And her girlfriend been working the whole time, and she's just been like at home. She's been doing like hustling and stuff on the side, but she don't want to work. She found a girl that'll like take care of her, so she ain't worried about working.
See, that's, man, I don't know, yo. Like you can't, in my head, in order to be you have to be in both positions to know which one you air quotes can't do. Like you have to be an apprentice to be the master. You have to be the operator to be the business owner. You know what I mean? Like you have to see both sides, because at some point, like if you only had them if you only were the business owner, you would treat your employees like shit, because you wouldn't have the compassion, the empathy to deal with people at the level they're at in your company. Like,
and real quick, I think that is like a super huge thing because of the way our society is like constructed right now. So you know how it goes. They be like, go to high school. After high school, go to college, get some job.
Right.
Okay. So if you follow that formula doesn't say anything about getting a side job. Because tons of people will go straight from high school like, I got to get good grades. I have no time for work. Then they go to college. I got to get good grades. I have no time for work.
Right.
And then they're going to get to college. Then they're going to graduate. And then they're going to say, okay, yeah, you don't got to work at McDonald's. You don't have to work retail or something. You can come to this office job. Here's your cubicle. Like, file these papers. So these people don't know what it's like to work on the lower spectrum of things. And then when they go to these places, that's where you get like those Karens or whatever. Those Karens never worked retail, bro. I'm pretty sure. Because then you would know somebody got mad at you about, nigga, some fucking drink. Like, why is this pop flat? Nigga, I don't concoct pops. I don't know. I just push the button.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's I don't like the way it's constructed.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor into it. Like side jobs, you need. I felt like I did myself a disservice by not getting a job when I was younger. Like, because I grew like from during my 20s, shit, up until like 26, 27, I did not appreciate money. Like, I appreciated my time that went into making the money, but like I burnt it on stupid stuff like up until like 27. Like,
yeah.
So like if I would have got, look, those Bobby impulse purchases.
Yeah.
Like I used to just without second thought just make purchases like that instantly. But yeah, like that stuff like this. I see this whole wave of people getting their stimulus checks and you getting this money like for the first time ever you've outside of your taxes. You've gotten what, like $3,200 now because of the It was 18 with the first two.
Yo,
and now it's
you
14.
talking about just the stimulus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one was 6.
Yeah, the first one was 6. Second one was 12. No, the first one was 12. Second one was 6. And now this one is 14.
Okay.
So that's $3,200, right? Yeah, $3,200.
Okay.
So you got this $3,200 or whatever.
But you know what? Those amounts were so far apart. I wouldn't accumulate those.
Yeah. Well, so in my case, I didn't get the first two.
Yeah, you are an anomaly.
Yeah, I had to file the recovery rebate or whatever to get mine. So I'll be getting mine with my taxes. Mm-hmm. So I should be getting like a decent chunk of money back this year.
Niggas gonna think you had a kid.
Nigga, pop them out. But yeah, so I'll be getting a decent chunk back. And that's like what I've been seeing. A lot of people, like I'm trying to find a way to put this without sounding like a hater or, bashing people for like chasing their dreams or whatever. Like, because that's not what I'm doing here. If you want to, like, there's nothing wrong with working a job and having a side hustle. There's nothing wrong. Like, you don't have to try and solely rely on yourself, because it's so much more that goes into that other than just making money. Because you have to think about if you were to quit your job, like if we were to quit our jobs right now and try to do podcasts 100%, like niggas ain't got insurance. Niggas ain't got insurance. Niggas don't know nothing about ads. Niggas don't know nothing about nothing. We know shit about shit. So like it's so much more that goes into having a business. Like even outside of that, the quote I love that I've coined from seeing so many people start businesses is proof of concept is more important than the LLC. Mm-hmm. Like so
you know how many of my concepts then got taken, but whatever.
Oh my God. My God.
But whatever.
Proof of concept. You have great concepts, but you have no LLC. And unfortunately these companies have,
funding.
You have no funding like these.
No, if I had $1 million, I'd have been a billionaire by now, bro.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many ideas G's had that taken off. I'm telling you, these phones listen to you, yo.
They do.
And they send the information back. Yeah. So like I said, proof of concept is way more important than the LLC. If you got a t-shirt business and you can't sell 10 t-shirts, you don't need an LLC.
Right.
If you do lashes, if you cut hair, any of this stuff, if you can't cut 10 heads in a week, you don't need an LLC. Like you need to have a proof that, hey, what I have to sell, the service I have to offer is valuable. Mm-hmm. And then get the LLC. Mm-hmm. Like people talking about, get the LLC and then start a business, and then, have $5,000 in the bank. What are you selling? Like, what are you selling? What are you offering? Like, you have nothing to offer.
No, like once you open up the business account, then they just put the $5,000 in there.
They just give you money. It just funnels. Like, no, that's not how this shit works, yo.
And working at the bank, we did do business accounts, mm-hmm. and there are many different kinds of business accounts. And if you want to open up a business account, you don't necessarily have to do an LLC. You don't. They have sole proprietorships. They have
DBAs.
Yes, and DBAs are honestly good for most people on smaller scales.
Exactly.
And you can get an EIN if you want one, but you can use your social, which a lot of people do.
Exactly. You don't have to have all the stuff you need for the LLC.
Yeah, and then like I said, some people want it to be separate, and then but by having a business account, you still get a lot of business privileges. So if you want like a business credit card or business services like credit card machines, all of that other stuff that everybody has, yes, we offer it to you without the LLC and then the LLC fees and all of the other stuff that comes along with it.
Right, having to file taxes every year on this business that's not making any money. Mm-hmm. Now you got to find loopholes to file your taxes because you ain't made no money because you ain't got nothing to sell, or you haven't been selling anything. You haven't been keeping up with the receipts that you've been using to buy your product. Mm-hmm. Like you aren't tax exempt. Like you haven't set the stuff up right.
Yeah,
like
or you're trying to pass off personal stuff as business stuff.
Right. You can't do that. You can't do that. Why are y'all listening to? Don't, please. I'm gonna just go back to this. Please, black people, don't listen to LLC Twitter. If you want to do something effectively, nothing wrong with having a side hustle. Like if you want to bake cakes and sell plates, do you, yo. But you do not have to have an LLC to do this stuff to make money.
Yeah.
You legit don't. Hand-to-hand sales are still in. Trust me.
Yeah, and like I said, it's nothing wrong with and like of course, not like most people have a choice, but there's nothing like wrong with starting small.
Exactly.
Without all of that, like when
exactly.
Like I'm sure like when Kanye started, Kanye was making beats, and I'm sure he wasn't being like, oh, file it to the Kanye court. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I'm sure he was like, yo, this beat is $100. Buy this beat for $100.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
But speaking of Kanye, I think Kanye. Did you hear about Kanye?
Yeah, that 6.6 bill he worth.
Yeah, did you hear that those numbers are projections?
Yeah, definitely. I don't believe that. And also, like, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, the projections are 6.6 billion.
Yeah.
But I think his actual thing is still over $1 billion though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's how much he's worth.
Yeah.
That's not how much he has in his pocket.
Well, most like billionaires' money isn't liquid.
Yeah.
Because that's why they're billionaires.
People get that confused. People think, oh, he worth 6.6, but he got 6.6 in his pocket. No. He's worth that much. His properties, the stuff he owns, the stuff he's into.
His assets.
Yeah, all that stuff is worth 6.6. So
I think that's a good comeback from Kanye, considering like 3 or 4 years ago he was like filing bankruptcy.
I don't believe he was I don't believe he was like broke or nothing like that. I don't believe it.
I mean,
I believe it was a rich nigga scheme, like rich niggas do.
But I feel like how a lot of music contracts are.
Yeah,
and then with him using samples and stuff, it wouldn't be. I'm not saying he was like dead broke, like I ain't got nowhere to stay broke.
Yeah, of course not.
But I feel like he definitely could have been in debt.
I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't. Because this is Kanye we're talking about here. Like, you can have a sample from Michael Jackson, the Beatles, Luther Vandross, all of this stuff. Nigga, this shit finna figure out triple gold. you better clear this sample, cause you finna get your money back. Like, you get your money back. This is Kanye West he's talking about. We're not talking about some Joe Blow down the street or some mid-tier producer. Like, and no offense to Dr. Dre, we're not talking about Dre either. We talking about Kanye West. Like, he makes his money back instantly. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe not off like first day sales, like some crazy Taylor Swift shit, but like. It's a good investment. I don't believe he was in debt. Maybe contractually to like these, like you said, music companies or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like his physical pocket, I don't believe he was in debt.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I believe anything is possible.
Like he might owe these music companies like, hey yo, we still didn't recoup from that one sample on College Dropout, so you owe me that. But I don't believe he's.
No, well, either way, he was able to transition from music to fashion, mm-hmm. and he was successful at it. Like I said, the shoes are cool. The 350s I like the 750s. Them 380s kind of ugly. Them 500s kind of ugly.
I have no idea.
I got some of the Yeezy basketballs.
You just named up a bunch of numbers. I have no idea what these are.
Tax forms. No.
Right. This nigga got a 10. He got a 1040. Oh
Easy.
Shit! This nigga cool it. No, I don't know anything about his fashion stuff. I actually don't like any of his fashion stuff.
You don't even like the shoes?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like any of the fashion stuff. Let me take that back. They do look cool, but not cool enough for me to wear them.
I don't think the 350s are your style.
Okay.
Like so I don't rock denim jackets. You don't rock 350s. So Bobby like, this don't look retro enough.
I don't really wear denim jackets either, but I was like, this year I said I'm going to try to step out like clothing wise and do some stuff differently.
No, if it ain't cotton, I ain't rocking it, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah. So
since we on Kanye, let's rank his top 5 albums.
His top 5 albums. Or is this like in our opinion or
our opinions? Okay. Yes, our personal favorites, not like Metacritic or nothing.
I can't really say I've heard too many Kanye albums though.
Nigga, have you heard at least 5?
I think I didn't hear Pablo. Okay, I think I got 5. Okay, go ahead. I got 5.
Okay.
I had to count them out, y'all. Y'all didn't see that. I had to count them out.
So for me, number 5, Kanye album number 5, I am going to go. I'm gonna go Late Registration. Number 5.
I can agree to that one. That's probably the one I don't go back to the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go back to that one the most. So I can agree with that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that one. 2, 4, 5.
For number 5?
Yeah, number 5.
Okay. So for number 4, I have 808s and Heartbreak.
Fuck, why you got I got 808s in there too. Unless are we counting the Good Music Cold Summer? Are we
Cruel Summer?
Yeah, are we considering that Kanye album or no?
No.
Okay.
Compilation.
So yeah, I got 808 and Heartbreaks in there too then.
Number 4?
Number 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I got that number 4.
Okay, so the top 3, I think is where we're gonna have some things jockeying for position.
Okay.
For number 3, I have College Dropout.
No. I got my Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Whoa!
I got my Dark Twisted Fantasy. And that's only because I'm biased and my top 2 are like very nostalgic for me. I can vividly remember where I was listening to these last 2 albums. Mm-hmm. Like, so it's my bias. And like around that Dark Twisted Fantasy time is when I started to fade from Kanye. Mm-hmm. Like I think because that one came right after 808s, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was around the time when I started fading from Kanye. Because I was like, man, I don't really like this 808 shit back in the day. Mm-hmm. I did not like 808s.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, I did not like 808s. And then, like a year or 2 later, nigga, welcome to Heartbreak. And I'm spinning. I was jamming, nigga. But yeah, 808s and Heartbreaks. Like I think I actually went through a heartbreak. That's what made me like get with
yo, me too.
Kanye be speaking to the people. So, but yeah, I think that's I got Dark Twisted Fantasy right there. Number 3.
What do you have for number 2?
Number 2, I got College Dropout.
Number 2, I have Graduation.
What?
Yes.
Graduation was fire.
It was. That's why it's number 2.
That's not bad. That's not. So I already know. I think I know what your number 1 is.
Yeah.
I think your number 1 is Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, my number 1 is College Dropout. No, it's Graduation. Graduation is my number 1. I can vividly remember where I was. Graduation. I was in high school listening to it. Like,
oh, don't get me wrong. I have great memories with College Dropout because that was back when me and Jamal would be playing like Halo on the 360 because you could download the CD onto the game and can play it while you was listening. Yeah. And so we listened to a lot of that, like Homecoming, Good Morning.
Good Morning.
That was
no. See, yeah, I just have a bias against for that album. Like that's like my favorite Kanye album, Graduation. That might be the only one I can play forward and back without skipping. Like,
and that's how I feel about Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Even
because Dark Twisted Fantasy just come on so hard and get you in the mood.
It do.
Can we get much higher?
It do. Dark Twisted Fantasy was the shit.
Yo, like, I remember this one time me and your brother went out with me to Southfield to grab this phone, and my car had died. Or whatever. So he had to push my car like across Southfield Road. Wow. And into the Burger King. And we was just like walking around waiting for like my parents and like the tow truck to come and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that was what we was listening to, my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. So real quick. Was that issue?
Yes, that's my computer.
So I want to do. Well, let's see what your favorite track was from each album. So from what was number 5 for you?
Number 5
was Late Registration, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite track from
Touch the Sky? Lupe Fiasco, Kanye West.
I feel like mine was Heard Him Say.
That's a tough one to go against. But again, my bias, Lupe Fiasco, so I had to gotta go there.
So for 4, we had 808s and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
What do you got for your favorite track?
I think I got either Amazing or Pinocchio Story.
For me, cliche probably, but Heartless.
Heartless was good.
Heartless was good.
That was a good one. That's a good one.
So for 3, for me, I had had College Dropout.
Yeah, and I had Dark Twisted Fantasy. So what you got off that favorite?
For College Dropout, my favorite song is Never Let Me Down.
That's tough. That's tough. See, Dark Twisted Fantasy, Monster. Monster. How could you not say Monster? Like,
for 2, I had Graduation. What did you have for number 2?
For number 2, I had College Dropout.
What was Graduation for you?
Graduation number 1 for me.
Oh, right.
Yep.
And so for Graduation, no, what song am I? I'm fucked.
You're on Graduation, because your number 1 was Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay, yeah. So for me, Graduation probably had to be Good Morning.
Good Morning's good. Good Morning's good. Off College Dropout, my number 1 is College Dropout. I want to Never Let Me Down is a good one. I could say that one, but I don't want to bite.
Do you feel like I'm implanting it into you, making it feel like Are you getting some like Inception?
No. I think it's See, I got so many off that album.
It was a good album.
Family Business. What's the
All Falls Down?
Yeah, that one.
Through the Wire.
All Falls Down. The Through the Wire video was really good. But if I gotta just narrow it down to one, it might be Spaceships. Ooh, working this grave shit. Yeah. Look, I have vivid memories about this because my little brother Burrell, he was trying to get me and my cousin Ty to listen to that album, Kind of Dropout, like every day. But we was like, man, it's a teddy bear on here. We don't listen to this. So we was listening to like A-Ball, MJG, Ludacris, stuff like that. Like Eminem, those, that stuff. So then we finally played it, right? And because he had already listened to it and he liked it. So then we finally played it. And like all 3 of us was like, yo, this shit is fire. And then like we would take turns doing the 3 different verses. Oh my God, that was the shit. Oh man. That Spaceships is like good. And then like it's hindsight 2020. If y'all didn't know, on Spaceships, Kanye rap about working at the Gap because he actually worked at the Gap. And now years later, his Yeezy brand was supposed to be in the Gap, but I guess he pulled it after finding out he doesn't have a seat at the like director's table.
I think that still might go through though.
You think so?
I think it'll still go through.
Maybe. We'll see. If they give him a seat. But for number one, I'm going Barry Bonds on
that's a good one. This is what you all been waiting for, ain't it?
Yeah. And that was back when him and Wayne was killing shit. He was all over Wayne. Oh, they was killing shit. Oh my God. Yes. Barry Bonds. Nah,
I have no beef with that.
Barry Bonds with this shit.
And
what was your number 1?
Number 1, Dark Twisted Fantasy, All of the Lights.
Yeah, All of the Lights is good. All of the Lights is good.
And then, especially if you include that intro, oh my God, the violin and piano.
Oh yeah.
And then, man, like, I'll be just driving my car, some random song be playing, and I'm just humming All of the Lights over the beat. Like, nigga, like,
fuck your debut,
right?
No, dude. So I was working at this shop, right? And I guess like they used to play like the same like Billboard Top 40 or whatever on Spotify every single day. So we heard the same songs every single day until the owner of the store, he was there with us. He's like, man, I'm tired of hearing these songs or whatever. So he went back there. He grabbed the phone or whatever, changed the music. And he saw that his daughter had a like spinning class or like yoga class, not yoga, like it's like a Soul Cycle class playlist on there. He was like, all right, so he flicked through. He's like, okay, there's some Kanye on here, there's some this on here, some that on here, and it was all like some upbeat stuff that was pretty known. So that song, I think it's on Yeezus.
Black Skinhead.
That came on, yeah. And he was so
300 bitches. Where the Trojans?
Yeah, no, that's not the part. That's not the part that like tripped him out to stop the song. Because at the time we was busy working in the store or whatever. But I'm listening to the song because I know what's coming up. So the store got quiet, and it was like, "Stop all that coon shit." He was like, hey, turn it off.
Yo.
Stop all that cool shit. I was like, yes, Kanye, talk to these white people. Yo, it was so funny. Yo.
Oh my God.
It was that actually happened twice when it was that, and then it was another time where Outkast Roses came on.
Oh yeah.
And then like the whole song had played, right? And like it got to the end, and at the end, like crazy bitch, and then crazy bitch, and they just kept saying it, and nobody in the store recognized it, and I'm sitting there cracking the fuck up until the store got quiet again, and all you hear is crazy bitch, and I'm like, his wife jumped up and like ran to the phones and like turned the music.
Yo.
Oh my God, that shit is hilarious.
Man, most people don't care about the music, bro. Well, maybe out there where you was at, they might care.
Yeah, this was in West Bloomfield.
Yo, I went up there to the East Point Fish and Chicken.
Yeah.
Dog, them niggas had like, what's that shit? What's that song I like with Big Sean and Freddie Gibbs?
Oh,
like,
them
that's
playing
not my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was in that boy playing that junk with the cussing and everything. I'm like, oh, this fool about to slap, nigga. Like, $100, million followers. That's not the same. I'm like, yeah.
That's funny. Did you watch the Grammys? Speaking of Freddie Gibbs.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I don't know what I was doing. Probably working.
I didn't watch the Grammys either. But I did pay attention this year because he was nominated for a Grammy for Best Rap Album of the Year.
Oh, yeah. It was him. Royce.
Yep. Nas.
Oh, real quick before you completely pivot over to whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I just read the text message and it threw me off. But I was at work and we was on our work at the bank, we had Ed Sheeran's Shape of You playing or whatever, right?
Nice.
And a lady came in and said this song is like too sexual and provocative.
What?
I'm like, all right, you don't want to get in my car.
Right. Did you know he wrote that song for Rihanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote that for Rihanna originally. And then he was like, something about a line in the song. He was like, I can't hear her saying that. So I'm just singing.
Yeah, that's actually pretty common. And then some of my fun facts that I'm doing later, not today, but like some other weeks, those are some of my fun fact songs that were meant for other people.
That's what's up. But okay, what was the topic you going to next?
Grammys.
Oh yeah, so it was Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist, their album Alfredo, which is really really good. Nas, King Disease, Royce the 5'9", The Allegory, Jay Electronica and Jay-Z, A Written Testimony or Written Testament, something like that. And then it was D Smoke. I don't remember the name of his album. I haven't even heard it.
Man, I think it's surprising that he got nominated considering he's not on the radio at all.
Yeah. But I think this year the Grammys went out of the way to be more culturally black culture centered, which they don't always do because they don't give a fuck about us. But I actually was hoping that either Freddie Gibbs or Royce won, but I knew that down to the wire it was not down to the wire, but I knew like they owed a Grammy to Nas, so I knew he was going to get it. But I was hoping that Royce or Freddie Gibbs got it. Just because it would have been dope to get, somebody from Detroit other than...
Who won?
Nas won.
Oh, yeah, right. King's Dead, yeah.
Yeah, King's Disease won.
How was that album? I never...
That album is really good. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Nas for winning this album.
That was the one with Hit Boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hit Boy. That 27 Summers, fire. Spicy with Fabio Foreign and and A$AP Ferg, fire. You will like Replace Me with him and Big Sean. You'll like that one. It's a good album. It's a really good album.
Yeah.
And he actually they put the old group The Firm back together. His like group that was supposed to be like, I don't want to say rival Junior Mafia, but like back when they was making these different groups or whatever, they put The Firm back together. They had broke up and they had beef or whatever. But they all back together on that particular album. I don't know if they're going forward, but yeah, on that album. That's the album that that song Ultra Black was on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he won that. Like I said, I wanted Royce or
I would have loved if Royce won.
Dude, that'd did so much. So somebody other than Eminem from Detroit.
No, I mean, and Royce been spitting, and Royce deserves it, especially ever since he didn't like sobered up and he been getting like more introspective with his music.
Yeah.
See, I don't, because of the way that the thing works, I don't know if he's gonna get another fair shot, but he definitely deserved that one.
So I listened to his podcast with him and Lupe Fiasco, and it's actually funny because the day it was announced that he got nominated for a Grammy was the same day on his podcast. He was like, I don't give a fuck about a Grammy. And then a couple hours later, after recording the podcast, people called and texting him or whatever, like, hey man, congratulations. And he like, what? You nominated for a Grammy? You're like, oh shit. So it's actually funny because that's the second time something like that happened. The first time on the pod, he was like, man, I can't catch Corona. And they was like, what are you talking about? He's I'm a black man in America. My job is too important right now. I can't catch Corona. And he like took a flight somewhere, came back, and he had fucking Corona.
Man, if I'm going to Vegas for my birthday, hopefully I don't get that shit on my
dog, please be careful out here, yo. Yeah. Please be careful. I need you out here, yo. Yeah. Not just me. People need you, man.
Oh, my brother had it. My brother got it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Man, so many people got here with this. Like I lost two. My grandma lost her brother and sister. Yeah, like weeks, maybe like 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks apart, like a week apart. The baby, no, not the baby, because Uncle Leroy, I think, is I think she had like 13 kids, yo. But I think, Uncle Leroy was like number 13, but it was, he wasn't the baby, somebody else the baby. Gemma was the baby. But yeah, so many people lost, got sick. My mom got sick. I know your mom was asymptomatic, wasn't she?
Yeah, I was. My mama was asymp, and my brother was asymp too.
Wow.
But my brother's wife got it pretty hard.
Oh man, is she having any like residual effects from it?
Not that I know of.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so everybody all right.
Yeah, as long as I know it was. Unfortunately, like this thing was taking people out. So if y'all out there, man, please be careful. Please. Wash your nasty hands. Don't breathe in.
Bro, I will say though, wearing the mask and washing my hands, I don't feel like I've been sick in a while. I don't feel like I've been sick since like June of last year.
So apparently they just said like all of the like common cold numbers went down. The flu numbers went down, all of this stuff, just because people have been just now, within the past year, washing their hands.
Hey, but you know what? I'll be at the plant, dog, and I'll like be using the bathroom or something, bro, and I'll see a nigga like next to me peeing, and that nigga just walk the fuck out.
Just walk out.
Yo, yo, you about to go and eat a sandwich, nigga? Oh, you nasty nigga. Dog. They usually white though.
Unfortunately, I was seeing that so many times.
Like, I'm telling you, just be like, oh, that nigga nasty, bro.
Yo, this nigga ain't watching. I'm going to HR.
Go put a kick me sign on that nigga back, bro. Like, fuck out of here.
He'll wash his hands. Dog, it's disgusting. But yeah, please be careful. Like what I've noticed though. Like my hands have been getting destroyed with so much hand sanitizer.
Oh, I don't know if my hands are dry because of sanitizer or if they dry because I'm doing something other than counting money. Dog, like,
I'm so used to counting liquid cash all day.
dog, hey, I'm telling you, dog, my hand's so fucking rough, dog. Yo, like, I don't even gotta like use paper towels, bro. If I put my hand on like a puddle, my hand is gonna absorb that shit.
Say fuck down.
Shit be like water, like nigga, like moisture. You know, my girl is like the cocoa butter princess or whatever. So I just be like, I'll be like dipping my finger in her shit, dog, and that shit just be like getting absorbed, dog.
Finally, nigga been parched around this motherfucker.
All right, Bob, bro, we an hour in. You got any thing to end it off on before we get into fun facts and music and building blocks?
I don't think I got nothing, man. Just like I said, stay safe. Don't listen to LLC Twitter. It's okay to work for somebody, because if my clothing line don't take off, I'm gonna need to get a job where you work at. So make sure you still work there.
And every drug dealer is not an entrepreneur. Don't let them tell you that.
Dude, trust me.
Every nigga who done sold a little something be like, no, I'm just business minded.
Like, no.
Nigga, you didn't sell it. Somebody bought it from you, nigga. Shut up.
Right. This is actually like a funny topic, because some people will look at you like, oh man, it's easier to do this. You could just do this and sell that, and now you got some money. And it's like, well, until you sell something, don't tell me how easy it is to sell.
Right.
Like, you've never had to you never been me standing at this table having to show off my hoodies, my shirts, my hats that I've spent hours, sometimes days, weeks printing. And then for somebody to walk up and be like, oh, that's all you got, and then walk off. Like, that shit hurts. Like, you've never had to sell something. So don't downplay that. Like, it's not easy. Trust me, it's not. Yeah. But I ain't got nothing, so I'm gonna jump into some music.
I got a fun fact real quick.
You got a fun fact? What you got?
So I'm pretty sure you know this, but you know Adidas, right? You know it's not pronounced Adidas, right?
And like Adidas?
Yes, it's pronounced Adidas. Because the founder, his name was Adolf Dassler, and they called him Adi for short, so Adi Dassler, Adidas. That's where the name comes from.
And wasn't he like a Nazi or something like that? Him and the people that made Puma.
So him and the guy who made Puma, they're brothers.
Oh,
they're brothers.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, so they're brothers, and one of them got recruited by the Nazi army to make. I feel like one of them niggas made like tanks or something, but they got into making like footwear for the army. So it ain't like Adidas was like, yeah, we want to support the Nazis. Nigga, the government was like, hey, nigga, we said y'all making boots. Right. And that's what happened. And then the companies were so big, Adidas and Pumas were so big in Germany that it was actually they caused a divide in the country. Wow. So you had like Adidas schools, Adidas stores, like Adidas like groceries. And then it was like Puma stores, Puma schools, Puma groceries. Oh, wow. So they was separated like that. Like they was gang shit for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And because the brothers used to work together at Adidas and before they left for Puma. And I think the whole them working for the government. No, one of them got drafted to the army, I think. I think one of them was in the army. It's a lot. Like I said, nigga, it's a fun fact. You can look up some more if you want. But long story short, nigga, Adidas and then dude Adidas and Pumas are brothers.
Yeah, I didn't know they were brothers. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a successful ass family. They're both dead now. They both been dead.
Yeah, of course. Oh, we didn't talk about that nigga Joe West Coast.
Who's Joe West Coast?
Exactly. So remember we talked about it off mic. The guy who was buying the shoes with his mom's account. Oh. So real quick, 2-3 minutes. So y'all know how much I hate resellers of shoes, because when like shoes come out, I'm not a big shoe guy, but when they come out, if I see something I like, then I want to get it. But people, you got resellers and sneakerheads that buy them, buy like 6 pair just so they can have them.
And I don't like that. See, me, if I can get one pair of the shoes, I'm happy. Yeah. I might not ever wear the shoe, and I might sell it for $1,200 3 years later. Rest in peace, Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe.
Right. But that's it, though. I'm not about to be like, yo, let me get 10 of them. Right. Like, no, that's stupid.
So, look. So, real quick story, right? there's this lady, you guys probably never heard of it, but this lady worked at Nike. And I say worked ED because she just resigned recently. Her name was Ann, I think Hubert or Herbert, something like that. Yeah. She was the GM for Nike USA. Mm-hmm. So she was the general manager over a country of Nike.
She oversaw the Nike sneakers app. So the sneakers app that everybody used on launch to get these shoes and everything.
She was over it.
So
kind of find, so there's this underground. So Nike is supposedly they're like trying to stop the resale game or whatever, which I don't believe because it still makes them so much money. Mm-hmm. But they say they're trying to stop the resale game because it's not fair for the people who actually want the shoes, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But little did she know that her son was going by the alias of like Joe West Coast or West Coast Joe, something like that. And he was buying these shoes with her discount and buying them by like the hundreds, like clearing out these shoes that people had no way to get or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I forgot who did they say, Insider or something like that interviewed him? Complex. They interviewed him and they asked him like, hey, how do you get this? How do you get that or whatever? And the idiot name dropped his mom or whatever. Mm-hmm. And before he could get them to clear it up, like they had already published the story.
Nope, too late.
Yeah. So now his mom had to step down because her son been buying these shoes with her under her name or whatever, getting this crazy discount, buying hundreds of pair of them just to sell them on a resale.
And I will say, only a white person would have the opportunity to step down. If they would have found out it was some black boy was making all of this money off of a black dad or black mom who was working there, she would have got fired. It would have been charges pressed. And it's not even a fucking joke, nigga. That's how that shit would have went down.
Unfortunately, we see that all the time.
But as somebody who does do things with like shoes and I understand like how reselling works, especially like even with like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and stuff. Mm-hmm. This is how I feel like they can stop resellers if niggas really want to be about it.
Wait. Don't give them ideas, yo.
No, just stop it.
Don't give them ideas. That's money they come to you with.
No, fuck that. We're doing it. No, they can have this one. This one they can have.
Okay.
So, I feel like if places like PlayStation, Microsoft, Foot Locker, Nike, if they offered credit cards. So to get a credit card, you have to apply, be approved, and it's linked to your social. Your credit card is linked to your social. So those people who are using bots and stuff, it wouldn't work as much. Let the people who got the credit cards get first dibs. So it's like, yo, PlayStation 5 coming out. If you got a credit card with us, you get first dibs. Stuff like that. So for like every release, like that's incentive for people to get the card, and then it stops people from having a whole bunch, unless you got like a whole bunch of socials laying around.
Right.
And at that point, you a full-time scammer anyway. This is just for you.
In the pandemic.
So I feel like limiting it to the people with socials, or if they had some way of when they mail them out, it's only like one per address. It's like one per address, and then it's like in some big system to where it automatically cross-checks and everything is voided otherwise, or something like that. And I'm not no computer nigga, but I feel like this ain't no hard thing to implement.
Right.
Because, nigga, you can find out, like, I got one credit card number wrong, and you know exactly, nigga, which number is wrong. But you want me to believe that you had no idea that 50 of these PlayStations was going to one nigga house?
Right.
Nobody at the warehouse saw that?
Nobody.
They
just blindly shipped them out.
Aye, nigga. But yeah, no, that's it.
Oh,
fuck
real
Joe,
quick.
Fuck Joe West Coast.
Real quick before I get my building blocks. So I got 19 cents off dividends from my stock I brought in Haynes.
Okay, nice.
Yep, I got 19 cents, which isn't a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I'm excited because I woke up to a notification on my Cash App, and it was like, "Hey, we just deposited 19 cents into your account because of dividends straight from Haynes." And I'm like, "Word, good looking."
And see, and that's the thing. One thing about stocks too. So like, you only got one share.
Right.
Like, imagine people who have hundreds of shares,
exactly.
thousands of shares.
Exactly.
And that's just one business.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I was like, yo, that's clutch. So then, like, a couple days later, I was like, after working all that overtime, I was like, I got $25 laying around. Let me put some on into this Hanes stock or whatever. So now I have $45 in Hanes stock or whatever. And so hopefully within every couple months, I'll get another dividend.
Yep, you get that dividend per share. So
Yep.
if you got
So now I got like 2 shares almost.
Yeah, so now instead of 19 cents, you'll have 38 cents next time.
Right. So and like I said, I know that a lot. I know that. I'm not stupid. But I'm just saying it was just cool to be like, I got this directly from, there directly into my account. But the $45 I have in there is actually worth a lot more than what I put in. So if I was to cash it out, I would take out more than what I put in.
Which is great.
Yeah. So real quick, my building block for today is, if y'all friends with me on Facebook, y'all can see the status I put up. It's nobody's business to teach you business. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. It is nobody's business to teach you business. So get out there, learn it, do your research, stop being lazy. All right. My song today is actually going to be a homeboy of ours. You got some songs with him. He got some good stuff. This is off of his project. There you go. Big Nigga Season.
Big nigga. Sound like something that nigga will make.
Yeah. So this is Big Chris, Sweet Oceans. That's funny. All right, man. That was Big Chris, Sweet Oceans. Shout out to Big Chris. Man.
Shout out Chris.
Shout out to Big Chris, Detroit's own, Osborne's finest.
7 Mile.
You know what it is. 4205 Red Zone.
Red Zone.
What you got for us today, G?
So I got a song called Intro by some nigga named Northside Benji.
Okay.
I don't think I played this one already.
I don't think so either.
Okay, cool. All right. That was the intro by Northside Benji.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, like I said, man, random Spotify song.
I'm too stubborn to find new artists.
Grow up, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You'll be that old nigga screaming at the clouds, man.
Yeah, get off my lawn. Oh, y'all playing that new stuff. Listen to some Cole. Go to college like Cole did. No, don't go to college.
Nah, don't.
That's just a scam.
Scam.
No, they the real scammers.
You know what we talking about next week?
Nigga, the scams. For real.
Episode 10 this next week. We're going to do something special for episode 10.
Yeah, man, episode 10. That's crazy. We've been doing this not 10 weeks straight, because I missed last Sunday. But yeah, 10 weeks straight, man. Every episode. But thanks for rocking out with us, y'all. Once again,
thank you. Episode 9.
In the bag.
Bag.
So just remember, I'm gonna do some personal plugs, man. If y'all looking for some laughs, go to Movie Theater Memes, man.
Yeah, Movie Theater Memes for sure.
Follow on Facebook and Instagram.
New content coming soon.
Coming real soon to an app near you.
Hey.
If y'all looking for some clothes, come on over to Royal Lineage Apparel.
Royal Lineage Apparel.
Where you can live like royalty, baby.
The finest materials.
Man, I'm telling you.
No, for real.
No, dead ass. This is something about when like me and the girlfriend be talking, and like I'm like, dead ass, stripper booty, donkey on the side of the road, dead ass. Dead ass. But yeah, man, like I said, personal plugs, Movie Theater Memes, go follow that, comment, share, do all of that good stuff. Royal Lineage Apparel, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, follow, buy some stuff, share some stuff, you know what I mean? Subscribe to the YouTube, trying to hit that 1,500 mark. Please subscribe to the YouTube. Black Talk Podcast. SoundCloud, you can listen to that. If you listen on Facebook or YouTube, you will not get the music we posting. So go to SoundCloud, listen over there. If we get to this 1,500, then we can start doing videos. All right. So show us some love, show us some support, share all the little clips, all of that stuff. Let us know what y'all want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Drop some topics. If y'all want to hear some current events on our views or whatever on how things is going, let us know. We'll talk about the stuff y'all want to hear.
For sure.
All right. That's it, man. Y'all be easy.
I'm out. Catch y'all next week.
Peace.